Following total atomic annihilation, the rebuilding of this great nation of ours may fall to you. That's why...
Welcome everybody. We're going to take a look at my developed sanctuary settlement. I started running into frame rate issues due to the high quantity of build objects I've placed, and I'm thinking I'm pretty much done at this point with this settlement due to the limitations, but I'll give you a tour of what I've done so far. Now, just as a note, I'm kind of against using mods. To me, it's kind of like letting someone rummage through my underwear drawer, so I stay away from them. Anything you see here was achieved without the use of mods, so basically just using glitches and the console commands. And as I'm going through, you'll probably see some things that generally aren't possible with the Workbench editor. I will create more videos showing how to do some of these things, such as an alternate method for fixing sanctuary roofs, or how to run electrical wires through walls, or how to fix sanctuary bridge, among other things. So let's go ahead and get started. You probably knew this already, but whenever you have a load screen, you have a model showing, you can actually twirl this thing around with the mouse and use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Kind of cool if you're bored waiting for things to load. So we're going to go ahead and start here next to Red Rocket gas station, and I'm going to go ahead and go around the corner here, and you'll see immediately a lit building here on the other side of the bridge. And we're just going to walk towards that. As we walk towards it, you see that the sanctuary sign lights up. We also have a repaired bridge here, complete with planks and railing. There's Codsworth, Provisioner, doing a good job there. Hey, buddy. So as we move forward here, there's the inn. We're going to come back to that a little bit later. But there's three sections to Sanctuary Settlement. This is Outer Sanctuary, less secure. You might have some more problems out here as far as security goes. But as we move forward here, the second section is Inner Sanctuary, which we'll get to here in a second. And then we have Sanctum, which is the most secure area. This is the north gate. We've got some guard posts set up there to protect it. So here we are. This is the inner west gate. And we're just going to move through here, shut the gate as we go through, keep things secure. And this is Inner Sanctuary. And this is just a common area. We've got some well-lit benches. We've got some tables, barbecue grills, and some pretty massive buildings looming over the common area. And we'll go inside some of these buildings here in a moment. But let's just walk up and down the street here just to catch a quick glimpse of everything. Now we're coming upon the inner east gate, and again, we're just going to close these gates behind us. Come through. And you see those street lamps with the light bulbs hanging down. I thought I was being clever in making that, but after I'd made those, I later found somebody that had done the same thing. Still pretty cool, though. I like the idea. And we got some mut fruit surrounding that tree. And we're just going to come in through here, continue on down towards the river, just to show the electrical farm.
Another day in the Commonwealth.
What's Preston doing here, just sitting there staring at the wall? He's a pretty odd fella. So this switch here, this controls the power for the entire settlement. If you take a look at some of this, the buildings in the distance, you can see that as I flip this switch, the lights will go off and on. And I'm producing about 260 electricity for the settlement from this point. You might wonder how that's possible given what you see, but I've glitched a ton of generators, as you can see right there, into the platform. And so let's go ahead and come on back up here towards Sanctum. And we're just going to come back through here. And now I'm going to explore some of these buildings just to show you what's inside, some things of note. We're going to actually head into the right here first. This will eventually be a kind of a secret garden area, my own personal garden. Some of my choicest crop will be there. But if we continue back over here, we're going to come into the trading post. It's after hours now. I'm not too sure what these settlers are doing here. They look a little dazed. Maybe they're dehydrated. But yeah, during normal day hours, all of these will be manned by their shop owners and purchase anything you need. So up here we've got some beds that are available for settlers. And now we're above the inner east gate, and this is just a guard post looking down. I can actually open and close these gates from these positions, which is pretty neat. If I can grab onto this one. Ooh. There we go. Okay. And so, you know, pretty well defended. I'm going to head up to the top floor of this trading post. And here you can see that we've got some guard posts, some nice positions to look down over things. Some laser turrets as well. And this is another level to the inner eastern gate wall. At the end there you can see a guard post. It looks like this guard is ready to switch posts. But let's go ahead and take a shortcut. Come on down. Here was the trading post, but right here, this is the house that has the workbench in it. So here's the power armor station. There's the workbench. Not too much going on in here besides these things. I plan on moving that workbench. Haven't gotten around to it yet. Probably put it in a better position, or a better place that I like, more useful for me. But let's go ahead and come up here to the above the carport of that same house, and I just put a little structure up here with some beds. And let's go ahead and head on back down. I'm kind of staying away from the catwalk at this point. This is all part of the catwalk. I'll run the catwalk from one side to the other here in a moment. This is the house that you start out in with your spouse, and I kind of added some rooms onto the outside and fixed the roof. Here's the carport. Turned that into a room. I'm not too sure what these settlers are doing here. That stair may be blocked for me to go up, but maybe he'll be gone by the time I get back. This room just wraps around the house. Probably put some beds in there or something. Alright, settler, you can let me past here. Looks like I'm not going to be able to get past.
That place is nothing but trouble.
Let's go ahead and turn off collision here. He is not being very nice. I'm sure as soon as I pass, he'll get out of the way. Turn collision back. He's now up the stairs. Thanks, dude. Alright. As you can see, the roof line is still there, kind of merged into the building now. Come on around to the front, you can actually enter up into the next floor. There's kind of a lounge area here. If you go up these stairs, it'll take you up to an observation platform. And we got some guard posts up here. We've also got some laser turrets looking down. I mean, you've got a pretty good vantage point of the common area, as well as behind me, the outer wall outside of the settlement. Keep an eye on things. Take a shortcut, come on down here. This, actually, let's take a look at I've got these cutoff switches. Anytime I wire a building with lights and wire, I like to add a cutoff switch at the entrance to the building just to quickly control all the electricity going to that building. Same thing over here. You've got a cutoff switch, turn everything off, turn it back on. It doesn't affect any of the laser turrets. But let's go ahead and explore this building. This building's a little special. You see that it's restricted area, authorized persons only, but nothing too much going on this bottom floor yet. I did wire the building, added lights to these rooms. Eventually we'll be putting something in there. But if you come up here, you have a view of the northern gate. That's the bridge that leads over to the vault. But you know, this is all part of the catwalk. Let's go ahead and come around here to the front. We've got some stairs going up to the next floor. This is kind of another lounge area. Maybe get a pool table in here, some tables, chairs, whatnot, you know, for the guards to keep them happy. Let's come up here. This room here is the armory of the settlement. Now, there's not too much going on yet. Plan to add some more, but we got some trunks here, each filled with different weapon types. We got some ammo footlockers, and we've got some rifles on the table if anybody needs them. We've also got some nades in those footlockers. And now this switch here is pretty cool. If I flip this off, this actually controls all of the laser turrets in the entire settlement. I'm going to enter free cam mode and just take a look at some of these turrets just to show that they've all been powered down. And there's a reason why I do this. But here we have another turret with more turrets here. They're all powered down, kind of limp. Even all the way up to the front gate, these laser turrets, they're all powered down. And I'm going to go back into the location that I was, turn that back on, go back into free cam. Now the reason why I do this is when you have all these turrets powered up, it makes your settlement less likely to be attacked, and I like to be attacked. It's got pretty good defenses, and so if I power those down, it reduces the defense and makes it more likely to receive an attack. And as soon as I do receive an attack, I power all those turrets back up, and whatever thought that they were going to get away with something, they are in trouble. And here's my dog meat, kind of wondering what I'm doing. I'm having an out-of-body experience there, bud. So let's go ahead and head down. I'm going to take a shortcut and hop on down here. Let's go take a look at the inn. The inn is the building when we first came in. It had the light boxes all spelling out sanctuary. And here's the bartenders doubling as an innkeeper. These are some nicer rooms on the lower floor, kind of some suites. Got a bed, table, and dressers inside. These are actually not the standard rooms. We've got some more economy rooms on the next floor up. But here's another suite. But let's go ahead and close these up. And Dogmeat's going to come back through that door. Kind of got a common area down there, people to gossip. Each of these rooms on this level are the same. They've got a bed and a foot locker, nothing too special or fancy. Close that up. Let's head on up to the upper suites. There's 3 rooms up here. This one's the biggest. It's got multiple beds, kind of, you know, for your family in the apocalypse on vacation. But here we have just a regular size suite, 2 beds in there. The other one was just a same size suite. So that's the inn. I'm going to go ahead and hop over here and give a tour of the catwalk. And so we're currently in Outer Sanctuary. There's no way to get up to the catwalk from Outer Sanctuary from the ground level. In order to get up to the catwalk, you have to go into Inner Sanctuary. We're still in Outer Sanctuary here. We're crossing this bridge. This puts us in Inner Sanctuary. And now we have, this is the building that houses the Armory. That's the northern gate. And this here is the eastern, well, let's go over here. This is the inner western gate. We've got some guard posts above this gate as well. Hey buddy, how's it going? So I have a pretty good vantage from here to see who's coming and going. That was Outer Sanctuary, that's Inner Sanctuary. So let's head back around, come around on the catwalk a little bit. We're going to circle the entire settlement on this catwalk. As you can see, we can come back down this way there's other portions of the catwalk. We got guard posts every once in a while, just so that the settlers that are on guard duty can rotate through them to make sure that everything's safe. We've also got laser turrets that are looking down on all these positions, looking down on this northern wall. Not sure what she's looking at. I'm just making sure that nothing's happening here on the northern wall. Let's go ahead and circle around on the catwalk. This catwalk takes us into the inner eastern gate. We've already seen all this. Let's just go ahead and come on through. This is the workbench house. That's the trading post, sorry. This is the workbench house. And so the catwalk just continues on through here. We have a view of the garden, the playground for the kids of our settlement. Guard post looking down on things. Let's turn around here and... Oh, excuse me, sir. Didn't mean to take your guard post. Have at it. Okay, we're just going to continue on around here. This is the inner western gate wall, and we've already explored that. We're going to go ahead and continue around this way and head towards the bridge. As you can see, you can get on top of that roof from the stairs inside there. We are now in the outer sanctuary, and as I noted before, you can't get to the catwalk from this outside position, but there is this extra lounge area here. Maybe put a pool table in here, some chairs, you know, typical things some guards might like to do in their off hours. I'm going to hop on over here back towards the inn. Just show the last couple things here. We have a deck here, a balcony that the visitors in the inn are able to go down and look over the beautiful river, the beautiful apocalyptic river. They can also come up here into this observation deck and catch a glimpse of who's coming and going from the city, from the settlement. Let's just take a real quick ganter around the settlement. I turned off collision and I'm just floating around here. None of this is accessible into, or you can't get into the settlement from any of these positions. And wherever we have a building, I kind of doubled that up as a wall, just so I didn't have to use more build objects. Circling around here. Kind of the vantage point from outside of the settlement. And here we are circling around. We're kind of getting onto the north side of the settlement. And as you can see, I doubled up on I used the hedges as much as I could when I was building my wall. And just filled in the gaps with junk fence. And we're almost to the north entrance here, the north gate. I'm going to go ahead and close this. Oh, I think I need to turn collision back on before I do that. And the command for that is TCL in the console. Turns off collision, lets you float around. But I'm going to enter back into free cam mode, which is the command for that is TFC in the console. It's faster and smoother. And I'm just circling around here. And we're back to the inn. This is the back side of the inn. And there's the sanctuary sign, and we're back to the bridge and the front gate. This is the south gate. And like I said previously, I'm likely done with this settlement due to the frame rate issues and hardware limitations. I've been really impressed with Bethesda for how well they've put together, how well this game has been put together. By far my favorite part of the game has been settlement building. It seemed, at first I thought it was going to be kind of a boring aspect of the game, trying to manage all this, but I'm enjoying it. I like attracting settlers to the base. There are a few minor improvements that I can think of that would make the experience even more enjoyable, but we'll save that for another video. Also, in some upcoming videos, we'll talk a bit about some tricks that I learned while building this settlement, such as building wires through walls, repairing Sanctuary Bridge without a mod, and an alternative method for repairing sanctuary roofs and walls. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please like and subscribe. It's been a pleasure putting this thing together, and I've really enjoyed this game, and I can't wait until Fallout 5 comes out. We'll see some improvements in a lot of these things. I'm really excited about that, but I'm out. Have a good one.